What's up, Warrior Babes? Hey, everyone. Happy Saturday. Nikki here. And welcome to our Warrior Babe Revolution Rally Call. Guys, I'm fucking fired up today. I am fired up. So this call is going to be, like I say every week, but I'm in a fired up mood right now. So get ready, because this is going to be an awesome rally call on top of me, A, being riled up, B, just going to push you to lower your excuses, lower your pressure and noise that's around you, and know how to move forward. Get out of, your own freaking way, okay? I know I just started that rally call off pretty freaking high level, high energy, so it's going to be a good one, guys. So we'll get this started in just a few minutes, okay? So go inside the group, babes that I hear are joining right now, and let the other warrior babes know that we're getting this call started. It's going to be a good one. It's going to light some fire under everybody's butts. And the reason why I'm so fired up is because I just went through all of my VIP adjustment forms, photos, and there's one specific babe that is letting excuses really suffocate her results. And she's watching people lose weight and inches, and nothing has moved on her. So I went back and I looked at, every week, all of her adjustment forms, and 9 out of the, I think 12 weeks that 12 weeks, or even a little bit more than that she's been in the VIP, 9 out of them, she has not been on point. And she's wondering why her results aren't happening. But when I start this rally call, and when I start today's topic, I'm going to throw something that I mentioned on the Q&A on Saturday or Wednesday. I'm going to throw that in, and it's going to just shock everybody's systems and realize how excuses and how you get in your own way can really stop all the results that you want. You probably don't even know it. Okay, so I'm really fired up. This VIP babe needs a swift kick in the ass, and she's going to get it, because I'm sick and tired of people's excuses getting in the way. I have never been an excuse person, nor do I want the people that are in Warrior Babe, especially in my VIP program, sending me excuses, because I do not handle them well. Excuses are enemies. Excuses are just reasons why you are getting in your own way, okay? So I'm fired up. Like I said, let the other babes know that this call is getting started, and they want to jump in this really quick on today's call. So before we do get started, I wanted to run through, a lot of the updates that you guys are seeing inside the app, which we just launched yesterday, and then we accidentally launched another one. So actually, that was my fault. So you guys may have saw, the nice looking side of things yesterday for a little bit, and then now some of the icons are kind of not 100% there. Yeah, that was my fault. But we are hopefully going to push another update soon, and everything will be back in alignment. But it's just small, minor details that you're probably noticing. Other than that, everything is really starting to come together with the application. You can see that there's a lot of new, just here's cardio options, here's your core workouts, here's your HIIT at home, here's a gym workout, so home workout. So everything is just cleaner and more of a push, and here you go, and here's exactly what you do. There are a couple more components that we are working on for beginner warrior babes, not even taking a macro approach, just looking at how to stop the habits of fast food, stop the habits of eating junk food, stop the habits of what got you here in the first place. So that's going to be the beginner section, and the more advanced section will be macros and our calculator and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you guys can probably see all those updates now. Actually, yes, you definitely can see those updates now. So I hope you guys are enjoying them. And please, like I said in the post, any more feedback is welcome. I want to make this the best experience. We want to serve you as much as possible with everything that, puts WarriorBabe in effect, puts Strong and Junior Sexy in effect, and gets you guys the results that you guys are here to achieve. Okay? So if you guys are new to WarriorBabe, please make sure that you guys are going, well, first of all, welcome all the new WarriorBabes. I'm so excited that you guys are here and excited that I get to be a part of your transformation and the whole team gets to be part of your transformation. So the blast-off emails are being emailed to you every single day. For the first 14 days that you initially signed up with WarriorBabe, you want to make sure that you are using the same exact email address that you signed up with and that you made sure that you followed the prompts properly, the 4 steps that I walk you through after joining WarriorBabe with the application setup, that you put in your email address, and that's the way you're going to be triggered to get the WarriorBabe Revolution blast-off emails. Okay, they are so important. They are going to put you in the right mindset, put you know exactly why you're here, what you're here to do, setting your goals, because if you don't set these goals, you're going to be feeling like you're going through the motions every single day. You're going to let procrastination get in the way. You're going to let the excuses get in the way. If you have no idea what you're actually working towards, you have to set goals for yourself. And then I'm also going to help you understand exactly why you're here. What is the big reason why? Why do you want to achieve these goals? Okay, so those are really important. The blast-off emails are really important. They are also inside of our Facebook group in the Units tab. All 14 videos are right there. If you're a go-getter and just want to do all 14, have at it. Spend 2 days doing it. Just know that they are strategically set up to help you create long-term success. Okay, now there's also a Start Here area inside the application where I welcome you. I tell you where to get started. I tell you, I love it. I hear a lot of the babes joining. I hear a lot of dings. You guys are in for it, guys. Welcome. Like I said in the beginning, if you missed it, I'm fired up. Fired up. So inside the app, there's also now like a Get Started Here. So anybody that's brand new, make sure you go through there. I walk you through a video saying this is where to get started. Make sure you're following the blast-off emails. You know, everything is right in that, and I'm making it better. I'm still working on it. But everything right now that I feel is good is inside that Get Started Here now, inside of your application. Okay, so also another thing too, guys, if you're here and you're new, make sure you check out that Get Started area, because you're also going to see how the Facebook group works, all the rules that I put into place with our community and why it's so empowering and so inspiring, because we have rules. How to get your questions answered fast. There's now an entire support area, all the support options you can find. You know, there's the application to figure out all your questions. Then there's the resource page, a frequently asked questions resource page together. Then there's the Facebook group to ask the other babes fellow questions or questions that you have that maybe somebody else has had previously. And then there's our support email, which you guys, if you aren't going through the application to find your questions, go do that first, because I guarantee you all of your questions are going to be answered there. And even now it's a lot easier to find all of the questions that you have and answers that you need. Then go to the frequently asked questions resource page, which is a platform of all the common questions that I get from you guys, and we've built out an entire resource page for you. If the question's not answered there or on the frequently asked questions page, then go to the Facebook group, and the other fellow WarriorBabes are going to help you out. If none of those are getting you to where you want to be, which I highly doubt that's not going to happen. One of those options is going to get the answer that you need, especially the Facebook group. If not, though, then go to support. But support should be the last and final destination. Support at WarriorBabeBlueprint.com should be the last place that you go to figure out nutrition or workout-based stuff. Because the Facebook group is one of the first resorts that you should go to. Facebook group, the application, and the frequently asked questions resource page. Okay? All right, you guys ready for this topic today? I think I updated you guys with everything, updates in the app, the new WarriorBabes. Awesome, I love it. So yeah, let's dive into this topic, because honestly, like I said at the beginning, and whoever just joined, I'm fired up. I'm really freaking fired up. To stem off what I said at the beginning is that the reason why I'm fired up is because one of my VIP babes is really letting her results sabotage, or her excuses get sabotaged by her excuses. Okay, I was about to say, I'm looking at everybody sharing that this rally call is getting started, and I hear a lot of people joining. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so yeah, one of my VIP babes, like I said, is out of like 12 plus weeks, 9 of those weeks she has answered all of my adjustment forms, which is something that they filled out during the week about, were they on point with their macros, were they on point with their workouts, how was this week, all this kind of stuff, how's your digestion, how's your energy. Well, 9 out of 12 plus weeks that she's been inside of the VIP, she's answered no to being on track to all of her macros. And then she messages and she says, I'm wondering why I'm not losing weight. You guys, let me just first say right now, and the reason why she's not is because the weekend she's falling off, right? She's had grad parties. She's allowed herself to eat ice cream. She's gone through a baby shower. There's been something every single week that she is just letting get in her way. So let me say this right off the bat before I actually dive into today's topic. Like I said at the beginning of this call, probably about like 10 minutes ago, for anybody that just joined, let me just reiterate. I don't handle excuses well. The reason why I don't handle excuses is because I've pushed out the excuses for myself, and it's gotten me nowhere. So I give tough love to any excuse that I hear, because excuses aren't going to get you to where you want to be. They're just holding you back, and they're just bullshit reasons of like the same reason of like how the dog ate your homework, right? The not staying on point or not staying on track is an adult version of my dog ate the homework. Excuses are the adult version of my dog ate the homework. Okay, so if you're allowing your excuses to get in the way, like your results are going to be shit. And for example, if you can go Monday through Friday, and I said this on the WarriorBabe Wednesday Q&A, if you can go Monday through Friday and being on track, good job, pat my back. But you're really not going to get a high five from me unless you're on track Monday through Sunday, and then again Sunday through Sunday, and then Sunday through Sunday. Okay, you're not going to get the high five from me anymore. I'm done putting up with this Monday through Friday crap, and then Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you fall off. Guys, if you were in school and you took that let's put it in a school grade, like I said on Wednesday's Q&A, if you fall off Saturday and Sunday, that's a 71%. That's a C minus average. And a C minus is average work that you're putting into yourself during the week. Average freaking work. So if you put in average work, you guys, you know what? Moving forward, accept the average fucking results. Because that's all you're going to get unless you get the hell out of your own way and you stop letting excuses run the show. So for today's topic, you guys, let's talk about motivation and the strategic way to get motivated and keep that momentum. First of all, you got to lay the fuck off excuses. I'm done hearing motivation, you guys. It can be a powerful yet tricky beast, okay? How many of you guys are so excited and so motivated that it's so easy for you to just do the thing because you're in this like whirlwind of excitement? And how easy is it for you just to get up on Saturday morning, like it's Saturday, it's the weekend, but you jump out of bed, you're so freaking excited to get up, you're so freaking excited to get your workout in, and you feel amazing afterwards. You're just in this momentum groove. You're in this, you have the motivation to do it. And then how many of you find it nearly impossible to get motivated and you just feel like you're trapped in this like death spiral of procrastination, right? Like it's Saturday morning, you hit the snooze button like 10 times, you finally get up and you're like, I don't feel like working out today. What side of the spectrum are you guys on? I know that not everybody is motivated. I know that there's days where you don't feel like doing it, right? There's days on my end I don't feel like doing it. I'm not always motivated. And motivation is not something that you can just, it's not something you find, okay? It's not something that you can just like, let me go get some motivation today. It starts within you. So the whole misconception, and by the end of this rally call, you guys, today, you're going to be more like the first example. And if you fall into the second example, you're going to catch yourself, and you're going to be able to turn it around. So the misconception about motivation, like I said, people think it's like, I just need to get motivated. It's like something that they need to like find, but it's not true. Okay, one of the most surprising things about motivation is that it often comes after starting a new behavior. Okay, so if you guys like, listen to last week's habit call, like the rally call last week about the power of habit, which if you haven't listened to it, you need to listen to it because today kind of stems off from it. Once you start a new behavior, that's where like you pick up the motivation. Okay, so people think like motivation arrives as a result of passes. Like this is perfect example. People think that motivation rises from listening to me every week and lights you up, saying don't do this, right? Every week with these rally calls. But really, motivation is often the result of action, not the cause of it. So getting started, even in very small ways, i.e. blast off, i.e. taking your freaking time in the WarriorBabe program, is a form of active inspiration that naturally produces the momentum. So, yeah, you can listen to me talk, and you can feel so motivated afterwards, but the way to actually get motivated is to take action with the tools I share with you. That when you do that and you create that action, that's where you naturally produce your own momentum. And you don't, like, with the habits I talked about last week and fixing those bad habits that aren't serving you, which your brain doesn't know the difference between a good habit and a bad habit. But once you pick up and notice these signals and signs of things that aren't moving forward and you start to create a new one, you don't need much motivation once you started a behavior. Because nearly all of the friction in a task is at the beginning. After you start, progress occurs more naturally. So in other words, it's often easier to finish a workout than it was to start it in the first place, right? Like how many of you guys, it's so hard for you, and I find this too, it still happens to me, like, fuck, like, no, like I'm still a work in progress. I hope you guys know that loud and clear. I'm always going to be blunt, transparent, honest with you babes. I'm still a work in progress, and there are still days where I am not motivated. There are still days where I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, I got to go into the gym and I got to do this workout. But let me tell you that how many times has that happened to you? And you just walk through the doors and then you're like, okay, am I going to be that pussy that walks back out because I don't feel like working out? No, you've already done half the battle of just walking through the freaking doors. Now you're there. Now you're going to work out. Just remember, though, and this is kind of getting a little off topic, but just remember that the intention that you set before your workout starts, even before you walk through those doors, by the intention that you set. So, yeah, if you sit in your car and you're like, oh, I got to work out, right? If you think like that, then, yeah, then you're going to just go through the motions. You're going to have a negative workout. But if you just, like, put on a good song, you're like, I'm here, I got to get it done. And I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to be the best person when I walk through those doors. I'm going to give it my all because I deserve it. You see how easily you can switch your mindset around? It's like literally a snap of a freaking finger. By you just choosing to paint a better light around the situation, paint a better light around working out. Same with nutrition. And all you have to do is just walk through the door, and then it's easier to finish a workout than it is to start it in the first place. And now, all right, let me get back on point here. A very important key to getting motivated is to make it easy to start. Let me say it again. A very important key to getting motivated is to make it easy to start. If you make it hard on yourself, it's not. I mean, Jesus, just think about it. Just the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you make it hard on yourself, are you really going to want to do it? No. If you make it easy on yourself, are you really going to want to do it? Yeah. That's why you don't need to dive into something and be like, I need to hit my macros today. I need to hit my macros yesterday. You dive into it and you make it easy for you by learning, by taking action, by failing forward. And then it just becomes routine. And that's where I move into my second point, schedule and routine. This is a way to make it an easy way to start. If your workout doesn't have a time when it actually and usually occurs, then each day you're just going to wake up thinking, oh, my God, I hope I feel motivated to exercise today. Like if you don't have a set time where this is like you schedule it to yourself, you got to fix that right now. You deserve, the woman I'm talking to, deserve an hour to 2 hours out of your day of pleasing everybody else. The people, your coworkers you please, your kids you please, your husband you please. You deserve 2 freaking hours to schedule a time where you put in work to make you better. Okay, so if your workout doesn't have a time when it usually occurs, of each day you're just going to wake up and think like, oh, God, I hope I feel motivated to exercise today. Setting the schedule for yourself seems simple, but it puts your decision-making on autopilot. By giving your goals a time and place to live, it makes it more likely that you will follow through regardless of your motivation levels. If you have something set in place, like literally decision-making, it just goes on autopilot for you. If you have this schedule, do this. Like I can't tell you the people that just wake up and go in fight or flight response mode. They just start reacting to the day. And I talked about this in the Power of Habit last week on the rally call. But there are so many people that just wake up like that and just go. And by the end, like people, even the ones like perfect example, the ones that don't set their macros up the night before, and the ones, I'm talking to you, I know there's some warrior babes that do this, the ones that just track their macros as the day goes. And by the end of the day, you're like, shit, I still have 20 grams of protein. I still have 15 grams of carbs, 50 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat. I still have this. Well, babe, if you took the time to schedule this macros in for yourself the night before, you wouldn't be in this predicament, and you wouldn't be getting hard on yourself thinking I still have this to hit. If you just do it and schedule it and set your macros, the decision-making is on autopilot. You already know the meal you have to grab out of the fridge. You already know the meal you have to make. God, Jesus, it's so simple. You just have to implement it and stop allowing these excuses and these things that are holding you back. You have to stop doing that. Because if you keep doing it, you're just going to be in this routine of allowing excuses to be the better part of you. And then you're going to be wondering why 9 weeks out of 15 weeks you haven't been hitting, you're not on point, and why you're not seeing results. Okay, got a little off topic there again. But setting a schedule for yourself and focusing on, you guys, like scheduling your macros, scheduling your workouts, making sure that is in place, it takes out all the decision making. On top of the scheduling and routine, another way to make it super simple, easy to start something so you easily gain motivation momentum is a ritual. So, for example, to be more consistent with your exercise, use the same exact warm-up routine in the gym. Before, like, use you walk through the doors. This is what I do. I walk through the doors. Sometimes I have to go to the bathroom, but I walk through the doors, and then I go to the turf area, and I start foam rolling. I start doing some active stretching. That's my routine. And then I'm not going to walk my ass back out the door because I don't feel like working out. I'm in a routine. I'm already set. My mind is like, okay, I know what you're about to do. You're about to have a workout. So you have to set these rituals and routines for yourself. Another example is to become a better at eating breakfast, which I know there's so many of you guys and I remember vividly working with this woman 2 years ago who would just constantly tell me every single time we'd check in, I just can't eat breakfast. I'm just not a breakfast person. Well, if you don't change what you've been doing, then nothing is going to change moving forward. I talk about this inside your comfort zone. It's as simple as getting up earlier and making yourself goddamn breakfast. Like, it is arguably the most important meal of the day. So if you want to become better at doing that, set up everything the night before. When I first started my journey, and this is how I got myself into a ritual of eating breakfast, I was that person that I just said. I know I never eat breakfast. I just get up and go. I was that person. And the way that I made the change was just, A, I had a goal. B, I knew what I was achieving. Like, that's side things. Like, you should already have that written down. But then I put myself in a ritual of, I get up, I walk downstairs, and I still do this. It's just embedded in my head. It's just autopilot now. I get up, and then I go make breakfast. Like, sometimes I find myself making my egg whites and my toast, and I'm like, wait, how did I even get here, right? Because it's just autopilot at that point. So something that you can do is set up everything the night before, like put your pan here, put your spatula here, like something that you can just get into autopilot as soon as you wake up, or make your food the night before. Okay, so then you grab it out of the fridge and then you just go. Rituals also remove this need to make a decision, like, what should I do first? You know, how many times, and I know that I've done this too, and I know that you guys have too, like, I'm always a work in progress. So you get to the gym and you're like, you guys thankfully, like, are following a WarriorBabe workout, so you know exactly what to do. But before you join WarriorBabe, how many times did you go to the gym and you're like, what should I do first? What should I, when should I do this? How should I do this? Should I do this machine first or this machine first? And you're just kind of like, thinking, like, as you're there, what your workout should be, or what should you eat next, right? Most people never get moving because they can't decide how to get started. You want starting a behavior to be easy and automatic so you have the strength to finish it when it becomes difficult and challenging, right? So you want to make it as simple as possible, like silly, stupid, simple. You don't need, like, none of this. Let me tell you guys, it's hard starting off because you're throwing all of these new strategic and methods into play. But to make it easy on yourself is just take it step by step. You don't have to hit your macros in the first week of joining WarriorBabe if you've never known what macros are before. Jesus, it's like telling a baby to walk in its first 7 days of birth. Like, it's just not going to happen. So you can't be so hard on yourself, because the more that you are hard on yourself, the more that you're just going to be like, F it, I give up. WarriorBabes don't give up, okay? So the way that you guys can drive momentum and drive motivation is by making sure you have a schedule, making sure you have a routine, and then getting in a ritual and making it easy for you to start, because the hardest thing to do for people is to get started. Get started on a task, but it's the hardest thing for people to do. The friction is at the beginning. But after you start, that's where everything just that's where the motivation takes place, right? Motivation is often the result of an action. You actually have to do it first. Plus, like I talked about in the Building Your Confidence video inside of the app, that's how you build your confidence. Like, I can't tell you how many times where I've sat and thought to myself, I'm like, something new. I'm like, okay, well, I've never done this before. And then my mind starts thinking of all these scenarios of, like, how hard it's going to be, how I'm going to suck at it. But I've never done it before, right? So how is that even real? How is that even true? If you've never done it before, you find out it's hard by actually taking action. Okay, and then the rituals and the routines, everything. Like, you guys, you'll be so surprised at how much energy you waste in your day just thinking about what you need to do next. Guys, even just waking up and thinking about what you're going to wear, that's wasting energy. Or for those of you before you join WarriorBabe, thinking about what you're going to eat in a day, what if you're going to go out to lunch with your coworkers, what you're going to make for dinner. Like, that's energy that you're putting out there. Like, if you just think about that shit, if you just went on autopilot, and you already knew, like, the people that make freaking menus at the beginning of the week for their family, and they just abide to it all week. That is a decision-making process that just goes on autopilot for a week. And now you guys already know what workouts to do every single day, so that's a decision process that's already on autopilot for you. So you guys, to finish off what I'm talking about today is to stop waiting for motivation or inspiration to strike you. Like, it's just not like a lightning bolt is not going to come out of the sky and be like, hey, Cheryl, here's a motivation, inspiration strike for you. Like, you actually have to be the one that takes action to get that motivation to start, and then you just proceeding forward with that is your momentum. Right? So set a schedule for your habits. This is a difference between professionals and amateurs. Guys, speaking, like, please listen to me. Like, I've gone through everything that you have gone through. the reason why I have tough love is because I've had to go through it. I've had to deal with my own bullshit excuses. I've had to deal with messing up. I've had to deal with not being on point. I've had to deal with not having a schedule. I've had to deal with starting and just guessing how I'm going to eat throughout the day. I've done it. Now, the difference that separates me from people that are just joining, getting into this lifestyle, is that I set a schedule now and I stick to it. And there's no reason for me to go off track unless, like, you know, I'm allowing it to happen. Guys, amateurs just wait until they feel inspired and motivated. You guys are you're learning how to make this process so much better for you, and you're learning how to become a pro at it, right? Like, that's every single day you do this is you just learning and learning and learning and learning, and eventually it's going to be on autopilot. Eventually the decision-making process is done for you. But setting a schedule and sticking to it, it eliminates the risk of you finding excuses. It eliminates the risk of you having procrastination. It eliminates you getting in your own way. It eliminates other people getting in your own way, coworkers wanting to go out to lunch, like all that kind of stuff. It eliminates, when you have a schedule and you stick to it, it eliminates all of those other things. If you have a goal and you stick to it, it eliminates all of that. If you create the motivation within yourself by taking action, forward momentum is inevitable. All right, babe, so that concludes my rally call for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys just take even more action this week. Just take more action and get obsessed with doing it, because when you do that, results are freaking inevitable. Know what doesn't serve you and know what does serve you, and move towards what is going to serve you moving forward. All right, you guys, so let me know how you guys enjoyed this rally call today. Let me know inside the Facebook, like immediately after we have this call. Go to the Facebook group and let me know what you thought about today's call. All right, and then I will see you guys for our Q&A on Wednesday. Keep up the good work, babes. All right? Bye, everyone.